Let's say you're in a meeting, and in that meeting, a customer or colleague or business partner shows you some data and they want to expedite the data cleaning process. They're constantly opening up their data in Excel or some other spreadsheet format, and they delete the same columns and then resave that file. And you can do that processing nearly instantaneously using Python. But let's add an extra caveat. Let's say that they don't want to see code. And so we're going to try to build a quick app to do this data processing. So here I'm showing you some data I often work with from my portable infrared spectrophotometer. And this instrument oftentimes gives me lots of useful columns, such as these back here where I have all of my wave numbers. And at the front, we have a lot of metadata. However, sometimes it's not that important for the study. So here you'll see I have two windows open. One is the Python environment in VS Code, and the second is a Chrome page, and you'll see why in a few seconds. So I'm just going to import Streamlit. This is a tool, a Python-based tool that allows us to build web apps really quickly. And of course, I'm going to import pandas. And so all the pre-work I've done right now is just to include a list of columns to drop, because this is somewhat tedious, but these are just those columns we want to remove from our data frame. But first, let me start a Streamlit app. To do that, I'm going to open the terminal. From there, I can run streamlit run app.py. And on this page, this is actually running what I have in this code block over here. And every time I save a change there, it will allow me to see that change in real time. Oh, we're going to say st.title, the data cleaning app. I will have this option to accept the source file change. And so if I do rerun, it will automatically update with this new change. So next, I want to use a file uploader, loaded file, and we're going to use the file uploader. So the next thing we're going to do is actually read this file. So let's use pd.read CSV. So what we want to do is actually just check if the file is empty. So let's just say if uploaded file is not none, we can now just tap indent that, and this will only run if there is a file. And so now you can see that the data file is present. The next thing we want to do is just say df.drop, and we'll just say calls to drop. That is calling this list here. So the last step really is to use a file downloaders, and we have our download button, and clean df will be converted to a CSV. So let's go back to our app, and we're ready to download the data that quickly. So if we open up our downloaded data, you see that we have just the spectrum ID, the sample ID, and the measurement description. And this all could have been done in a single meeting. In any case, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.